Hello, I'm Mrs. Charity. Welcome to the Glorious Heritage Overview of Catholic Church History. Discover the amazing story of the Church together as a family as you color and paste your way through the timeline and printables, which you can find on our website. And now, let's move into our topic for today.
Hello, I'm Mr. Charity, and welcome to the Glorious Heritage Catholic History video series. Today's topic is number 89, Skanderbeg. If you look on your timeline and summary question sheets, you'll notice that we are on the yellow time period, which we have named Kingdom. If you don't have a timeline or summary question sheets, you can find them on our website. In past videos, we talked a bit about the Byzantine Empire and their biggest enemy, the Ottoman Turks. Remember how the Byzantine Empire went into schism when they refused to obey the Pope in Rome. In 1054, the Pope excommunicated the Byzantine Emperor, and from that point onward, the Byzantines had many problems, particularly with their worst enemy, the Ottoman Turks. The Turks were a growing Muslim empire that was spreading from the east. They took the Byzantines' best territory and kept on taking more and more lands. By the 1400s, their power had reached all the way to the Adriatic Sea, which was the sea between Greece and Italy. Just to the north of Greece was a land called Albania, which was full of Catholics. The Turks did not yet rule over Albania, but they did make the Albanians pay a lot of money to keep the Turks from attacking them. There was a powerful Catholic family in Albania named the Castrioti family, who were lords in Albania. The Turks took one of the Castrioti sons as a hostage. That way, the Albanians would not rise up and fight back against the Turks. You see, the Turks threatened to kill their son if they did this. This boy's name was George Castrioti. Now, George was a very intelligent boy who spoke many different languages. He was taken to the Turkish capital where he converted to become a Muslim. He fought in the army of the Turks and proved to be a very skilled and useful soldier. The Muslim Turks gave him a name. They called him Skanderbeg. Then something happened to George that caused him to come back to the Catholic Church. He wanted to go home to his country of Albania and to leave the Muslims once and for all. So one day, when no one was looking, he escaped and ran away, back to his family. When he returned, he was determined to use all of his skills that he learned as a soldier in order to protect Catholics from the Ottoman Turks. He inspired the people of Albania to follow his lead and to fight to keep their country from being conquered. The Ottoman Turks had a very large army filled with tough soldiers. Skanderbeg's army was never that large, but he had some advantages. He was highly motivated to defend his kingdom from the Muslims, and also he knew his land of Albania very well. The Ottoman Turks were furious that Skanderbeg defied them, so they sent army after army to fight against them, but every time they tried, Skanderbeg defeated the Turks. He was unstoppable and a great problem for those Muslim Turks. However, after many years, Skanderbeg eventually fell ill and died in 1468. Very shortly after his death, sadly, the Turks came with a big army and finally conquered Albania. Now Mrs. Charity will tell you about a miracle that took place in Albania only 1 year before Skanderbeg died.
Hello, I am Mrs. Charity. While Albania is renowned for the heroism of Skanderbeg, it is also the birthplace of a miraculous event involving a revered painting of Our Lady. Prior to the Turkish conquest, this cherished image of Our Lady had fallen into disuse, as the faithful had ceased their devout prayers. In a great miracle, in the year 1467, the painting ascended from its place and soared across the Adriatic Sea to Italy. It found its sanctuary in the town of Genazzano, where it is venerated as the Lady of Good Counsel. To this day, it remains there, unhinged and floating off of the wall in the church, and numerous miracles are attributed to it.
Welcome back. Here is a story about one of Skanderbeg's most famous victories. In the year of our Lord 1450, the valiant Albanian warrior Skanderbeg, a devout Catholic, led his forces in a miraculous victory against the formidable Ottoman Turks. The siege of Kruja, a fortress city in Albania, had been under relentless assault by the Ottomans. Skanderbeg, with his unwavering faith and strategic prowess, rallied his men to defend their homeland. As the siege wore on, the defenders faced dire shortages of food and supplies. Skanderbeg had a dream in which Our Lady, to whom Skanderbeg had a great devotion, appeared to him. Inspired by this heavenly encounter, Skanderbeg led his daring soldiers against the besiegers. With a small contingent of his most trusted knights, he launched the surprise attack on the Ottoman camp under the cover of night. The element of surprise and the fervent prayers of his men turned the tide of the battle. The Ottomans were caught off guard and suffered heavy losses. Skanderbeg's forces reclaimed their territory and lifted the siege. The people rejoiced, and many miracles were attributed to Our Lady, especially the image of Our Lady of Good Counsel. Skanderbeg's victory became a beacon of hope for all Catholics living under Ottoman rule, inspiring them to keep the Catholic faith and to resist the Ottoman Turks. Thus, through courage and devotion, Skanderbeg secured a place in history as a defender of Christendom and a symbol of resistance against oppression. His victory and devotion to Our Lady reminds us of our Blessed Mother's love for her children and her power to save us. Well, that's all for today. Come back next time and we'll talk more about those Ottoman Turks. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today. Visit our website, www.gloriousheritagecartoons.com, where you can find more educational supplements, cartoons, books, and printables. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to get notified of our latest updates and videos. And if you like our work and want to support us, you can make a donation on our website or on Patreon. We really appreciate your generosity and kindness. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, and see you next time.